Well, I am a fan of social media, and I really believe that we as journalism instructors need to be teaching our students more about how to utilize social media and mobile media. And so I've been wanting to teach a class on social media for a number of years, and this is the first semester that I actually got to teach it. And it just so happened that everything coincided with OneSpark, and I had met a few people from OneSpark. They were excited about the possibility, so it just kind of happened. We have been amazingly lucky during this class. We came up with the concept as a group of students, and then we began approaching various media contacts for partnerships in the community. And the Florida Times Union and us just got off to a wonderful start, and they have been incredibly supportive in helping our students and helping us with our coverage and putting our coverage up on their site. But this space actually was procured by the Times Union, and so it's been a great partnership.
Got so much great experience. We got to write for the Times Union and have a couple stories published in there, and then got to work with editors from the Times Union, Folio Weekly, Jacksonville Business Journal, I believe. So we get to work with editors and kind of learn style. So that was a really great experience. And of course, all my PR classes, we learned public speaking and how to interact with different people. So it's all kind of been leading to this. With Ignite Media, we there's 4 editors, and we took a different platform. So my platform is Instagram, and we all work together to develop the overall general content for how we wanted to operate as a news bureau. And then specifically, I'll work with the Instagram, and usually we have a different group every single week that we would switch off with, and we just would go through certain hashtags and just favorite and comment on photos to try and get more followers and kind of spread Ignite Media, and it worked. Right now we are at 405 as of an hour ago on Instagram, so that's pretty exciting.
I initially signed up for social media for journalism because that's an aspect of communication I've been interested in, and I hadn't realized it'd be such an immersive experience, but we pretty much came up with everything as a class, and we've all had a pretty big amount of involvement, so it's been a rewarding experience. I've really come out of my shell, and I've reached out to people, getting in touch with people at all costs, and since we've been applying everything that we've learned, I feel like I've gotten a lot of experience just by doing the assignments that have been asked of me. And just being around people who have that passion and creativity to start something and go through with the idea at OneSpark was really exciting. Just speaking with them was an exciting experience.
My expectations have been incredibly exceeded. Partly because of, again, the incredible support we've had from our sponsors, hugely because of the participation of the students. We have had a phenomenal group of students. I had 5 students step forward, want to be editors for this project, and they have done everything. They have taught the other students how to use all the various platforms. They have taught the other students analytics. They've learned analytics themselves. They've created new kinds of content. They have been amazing. Meanwhile, the student reporters that are on it have been so willing to go out and get content, have been producing great content, so good, in fact, that hundreds and hundreds of people within the community are now following their platforms, which is wonderful. That exceeds my expectations by a mile.
There's been guidance, but mostly we've had free reign. Dr. Horvath encourages us to, if we come up with an idea, to follow through with it by ourselves, to do what we need to do to get the story. And we've had the freedom to choose the people that we interview. So I think it's been good for learning how to get in touch with people, learning what you need to know, what questions to ask so that you have a full story. And so I do appreciate that she's given us that freedom, because I feel like I've learned more that way.
The other thing that's really fun is to get them out in the community to do a kind of transformational kind of learning project that gets them involved in their community. I think many of the students hadn't ever been downtown. Now they're realizing how exciting the city is and how it's making great strides in making it a very welcoming city for not only startups but lots of other folks. I don't know if I can pick one thing that's really been more exciting than the others. I think the most exciting is just seeing the growth of the students, seeing them transform from students into really real journalists. They are actual journalists out here who are producing actual content for an actual audience, and their growth has been amazing.